Hello traders, good morning, good afternoon and good evening depending upon your time zone. My name is Muhammad Azim and welcome to weekly Elliott Wave Analysis and Forex Forecast. Today I'm going to cover the next week and market analysis and what trade setups you should be looking, what kind of a price action or a moves we are looking. So let's start the session. 90% forex traders lose money, and I want you to stop losing money in trading. And a good idea is to trade the market with Elliott Wave. Okay, you can start making money once you learn how to trade the market with Elliott Wave. Okay, now let's get started. I'm going to start the session. So let's go over to the euro dollar currency pair. This is the weekly time frame of euro USD currency pair, and it seems to me we got a nice AB and C zigzag to the downside, and now market is probably trying to rise up over here, but no market goes in a straight line. Even over here, if you check out the left hand side area right over here, let me change the color to white. You can see we got a new high in price action, just a failure or a false breakout, and then market dropped, then rallied back up, and then we got the completion of impulse wave. Then we got this ABC zigzag. So the same thing is probably going to happen again over here. Currently market is closed, and if I draw a horizontal trend line, you can see we only got a spike or a tail of a candlestick right up here. Okay, now let's check out the daily time frame of euro dollar currency pair. Now inside daily time frame, we got a bullish breakout over here. If I draw a trend line right over here, okay, you see we got a breakout. We even got a bullish candlestick close above the old swing high, but the way I notice is market closed the next candlestick right below this resistance level. Okay, let's go down further to a 4-hour time frame. Now we got a bullish breakout right over here inside 4-hour time frame of euro dollar currency pair, and then market is trying to kind of reverse over here. We got the overlap over here as well, so it's quite possible that price action is going to drop a little bit more to retest this median trend line or middle trend line. Okay, if you check out the rainbow over here, it's a nice uptrend going on inside daily. If you check out the 4-hour, it's still an uptrend. I do see some choppy price action over here. So based on this this choppy price action is probably going to drop over here. Okay, so this is probably going to be wave A, then bullish wave B, and then expect a bearish wave C. Okay, this whole thing could turn into a triangle pattern, or maybe into I would say a expanded flat. So overall I expect a top in euro dollar currency pair. Next, let us take a look at United States dollar index. Let me also check out the stream. I want to make sure that it's going fine. Okay, US dollar Swiss franc. Okay, yes, I will cover the US dollar Swiss franc. Don't you worry about it. I will cover the US dollar Swiss franc. Okay, so United States dollar index weekly time frame. Let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, right over here we got the breakdown in price action. It's like a mirror effect that we got. Same zigzag bullish leg to the upside, and then we got a drop in price action. Now if you go over to a daily time frame, okay, or let me show you a weekly view first over here again. Same thing that we got in euro, we got the same thing inside United States dollar index. So here's a failure. This weekly candlestick, which actually left a tail below 97.90 level, suggests that we are uh, going to look for a false break to the downside and rejection. In other words, buyers are trying to push the market to the upside. Now the overall trend is down. If you go over to a daily time frame, you can notice the price action just keep printing lower swing highs and lower swing lows. Okay, now based on Elliott Wave scenario, let me label this chart for you guys. Okay, so this is wave A, then most likely wave B, a bearish wave B leg over here, and after this bearish wave B, expect a bullish leg wave C. Okay, so this is what I'm expecting. The market is probably going to rise up. Let me draw the trend line. So I'm expecting a bullish wave C leg inside United States dollar index, and this also means that euro dollar, let me label the euro dollar chart, go back to the euro dollar again. This is A, then we got wave B, okay, wave B and wave C. So this is what I expect. Price action is probably going to drop in euro dollar currency pair. Why? Because the reason is we got a false breakdown in United States dollar index. Okay, so this is going to be some kind of a, I would say, a bearish running triangle pattern, or maybe an expanded flat pattern. Next, let us take a look at GBP USD currency pair. GBP USD currency pair weekly time frame. You can see price action is almost there to test these resistance lines. Okay, so we could get a top over here. Let's take a look at a rainbow over here. Let's see what it shows. Probably an uptrend, I would say. Yes, it is an uptrend inside the rainbow, and nice bullish trend going on. If you go over to a 4-hour time frame, this is kind of a choppy price action over here. A, B, C, D, E got the new high, and that's the top because it took out this low. So the way I see the upside momentum is warning. The chances are price action is going to print a top and a drop inside GBP USD currency pair. Now I would say look for a breakdown below this most recent support area, like 1.3457 in pound dollar currency, and then you could look for potential sell trading opportunities. Next one, go over to the US dollar Swiss franc weekly time frame. Now inside the US dollar Swiss franc, we did not get a new low. Okay, it's not always you get the opposite price action in US dollar Swiss franc currency pair if you compare it with the euro dollar, but most of the time I would say it goes that way. So if you check out the weekly time frame, my analysis is that we are getting a possible wave A. Okay, this is wave B. There are different types of triangle patterns. For those who are interested to learn, they can check out my website. So this is still, to me, this is still a triangle pattern, still a triangle scenario. So A, B, and C. Now, should we just open a buy trade just because we think price action is going to rise up? The answer is no. A good idea is to wait for the price action to breaks above 0.8156 level. Okay, once it happens, then you could consider looking for use your trading strategies to look for long trades. Next, let us take a look at US dollar CAD currency pair. USD CAD is falling down, nice deeper decline. I can easily count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 waves to the downside. Okay, so this means the bottom is just around the corner, but in order to make money, we need to look for our trade setup. We can't just take a trade just because price action is falling down or moving up. Now I would prefer to look for possible buy trading chances as soon as price action breaks above 1.3651 level on a closing basis. Okay, next let us take a look at Aussie dollar currency pair, AUD USD currency pair weekly time frame. There is a clear false breakdown over here. Let me show you. I will discuss the Elliott Wave analysis as well over here, but you can clearly notice that we got a break below, I would say around 0.6163 level, 6163, 6167, somewhere over here. And if I zoom in a little bit, just one candlestick closes lower, and right after that we got a bullish candlestick which tries to engulf the previously closed candlestick. Okay, go over to a daily. Now the daily shows that we got a bullish breakout above these most recent swing highs, and it's telling me that market is now looking for a reversal on a short-term basis. Okay, you can notice over here at the left got the resistance, and price action is testing the same area over here. We also got this big body candlestick, so this means the Aussie dollar currency pair is most likely going to drop. Now as far as the wave count is concerned, this is most likely wave A over here. Expect a bearish leg wave B. Okay, and after wave B expect a bullish leg wave C. Okay, so bearish wave B and then bullish wave C. This is the expectation. Now as far as the the forecast goes, this is just a forecast. As far as the trading is concerned, a good idea is to wait for the price action to breaks down below 0.6446 level inside 4-hour time frame. Next one is the NZD USD currency pair. NZD USD currency pair, same story. If you go to a weekly time frame, let me zoom out a little bit, you will notice that we got a breakdown over here. Here's a failure. This means this is a head fake, also known as a false breakdown in price action. Okay, so what it means, it tells buyers are in control of the market. We are getting more aggressive buyers than sellers. So if you check out the daily time frame, we got a nice bullish rally over here, and we even got a close. Now this is where we got a retest. So the area which was working as a resistance, now it is providing support, a support for buyers. Okay, right over here. This is a simple technical analysis. Now as far as the wave count is concerned, the way I see, we got this possible bullish wave A, expect a bearish wave B, and then a wave C to the upside. If you go over to a 4-hour time frame, I would prefer to start looking for potential sell trading opportunities. For example, a good idea is to wait for the price action to break below 0.5987 level. Once you get a break below this level, then you can use your trading strategies to look for potential sell trading chances. If you do not have a trading strategy, you can learn it online via my website. Okay, next one is the USD JPY. Okay, USD JPY currency pair weekly time frame. Okay, this was a triangle pattern right over here, and then we got a nice big rally in price action. Now the way I see, we got this top over here. Why I think market tries to bounce from these lows. Okay, and try to bounce back up again, but we did not get a new high. So if it's not going to print a new high, then it's going to print a new low. In terms of Elliott Wave Analysis, if you go over to a daily time frame, this is most likely wave A, wave B over here, and wave C to the downside. Okay, so this is what we are looking: USD JPY, A, B, and C. Now this wave C is not easily going to drop. Go over to a 4-hour time frame. See, we're getting kind of a choppy price action over here. This is most likely wave A, B, C, D. Expect E, and then market is going to drop more inside USD Gen currency pair. Next one is the GBP JPY currency pair. Okay, GBP JPY currency pair, same story. We got this big washout in price action, and this is telling me that this is wave A. Okay, after wave A, expect wave B. The wave B is most likely going to be some kind of a triangle pattern, or maybe a zigzag. I think it's going to be a triangle pattern. We will see how it goes. But the way I see, the GBP JPY is probably going to rise up first before it actually starts the decline. Okay, so it's possible that price action is going to drop from current levels, or market is going to rise up more, then it's going to drop from current levels. So two scenarios, both are bearish overall. If you take a look at a daily time frame, it seems to me market is really struggling to stay above 195.94 level area. Okay, go over to a 4-hour time frame now. In 4-hour time frame, we got this A, B over here. Most likely expect a drop in price action. So A, B, C, expect D and E, and then it's going to rise up more, most likely. So I would prefer to be a buyer, especially if market manages to clear out all of these resistance levels and closes higher. Next one is the spot gold weekly time frame. Nice uptrend going on. Basically, we're getting the fifth wave of the fifth wave over here. So we got this wave 3. Now we're going to get wave 4, and then that's going to complete the wave number 5 after that. So overall, market is going to behave sideways. It's possible that we're going to get a drop in price action. There's another forecast which suggests expect a new high in market, and then price action is dropped from current levels. So a good idea is to look for sell trading opportunities. Now speaking of that, do not just jump into the market just because you think price is going to drop. A good idea is to wait for the spot gold to drop below 3376.08 level. Once it happens, then you could look for potential sell trading opportunities. Okay, let me see if you have any questions. There was one. Okay, we got GBP AUD. Okay, GBP AUD. Okay, let's see. GBP. The request is to cover GBP. Okay, I don't think I have that one. What it is again? GBP AUD. Okay. Okay, here it is. GBP AUD. I can tell you straight away I don't trade this currency pair regularly. Okay. So this is the monthly time frame. Okay, here's a false breakout. We could get another one up here. Okay, three wave up, three wave down, three wave up. Okay, long-term scenario suggests GBP AUD is probably going to start the decline. Let me show you the daily chart. Go to daily chart, use the rainbow. Okay, I see some cracks in price action. Let's go over to 4-hour time frame. Yes, price action is trying to break lower. Most likely this is where A, B, C, D, and E. Okay, so here's the support over here, and here 2.0801, that's the support level inside GBP AUD AUD currency pair. So once market breaks below British pound versus Australian dollar currency pair and breaks below the support level on a decisive basis below 2.0801, then I think it's a good idea that you should use your trading strategies to look for potential sell trading opportunities. Ideally speaking, you should always trade the market with money management rules to control risk. Okay, that's pretty much it for today from my side. There are different ways you can communicate with me. You can talk with me. If you want to learn trading, you're welcome to visit my website. So that's it for the time being from my side. Have a nice weekend and